I'm going to show you how I do my makeup using only drugstore products. This is the Halo Glow Foundation from e.l.f. I believe it is the shade medium. I put a couple dabs on my forehead, cheeks, and on my chin. It spreads really well, so you don't need a lot. It's a fairly sheer foundation, though you can layer it on to build up coverage if you feel like you need it. I like a sheer coverage because my skin's not too bad. I just like to even out the redness and just give my skin an overall even look. My only complaint about this is I find it a bit dewy for my oily skin, but I correct that later on with a little bit of powder. I do really like the kind of natural skin-like finish over a really super matte foundation. And now I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match Concealer, but I'm actually using it like a highlighter to do some reverse contouring. So it's in a few shades lighter than my skin, and I just put that on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, the outer corners of my eyes, my chin, my top of my lip, and my forehead, just to create some highlighted areas so my face doesn't look too flat. Then I am going to go ahead and get rid of that slightly dewy finish with some e.l.f. pressed translucent powder. It helps to set the makeup and it doesn't leave me looking super duper super matte. I'm now using a bronze palette from Essence, super cheap, love this brand, and their products always give for how cheap they are. And I just basically use the bronzer as a soft contour, just blending forever, you know, on my cheeks, up on my forehead, jawline, and then I really like to carve in my nose just to make it look a little bit more angular. Otherwise, I feel like my nose gets lost in the rest of my face. I know it looks a little crazy, but I go in and blend with my fingers, and that softens out the bronzer and I think makes it look perfect, at least for me. I then use the Milani Rose Powder Blush. This is the Coral Cove shade. I love a coral shade blush. And then I have another Essence product. This is the Roma palette. I go in with the taupe shade all over the outer corner to the sort of mid of my eyelid. Then I use the sort of stone shade mixed with the shimmery white on the inside. And then I use the darker burnt orange shade at the top. Oh, it's like a pinky orange in my crease, and then I use a brown on my lash line. I know I'm using the same fluffy brush for everything. I'm lazy, I'm not a makeup artist, and this is literally just my everyday makeup. I'm not going anywhere special. This is just an everyday look for me, and it's just how I like it. I don't want to have to switch to 15,000 different brushes. I like having one brush. This is my favorite mascara ever. Up until now, I have not loved mascara because my skin is oily and every single mascara, including waterproof, always gives me raccoon eyes. But this is the Extends mascara from e.l.f. It is a tubing mascara and it stays on my eyes until I wipe it off at the end of the day. It does not go anywhere. And then this Lip Sensational Lip Liner by Maybelline is my one piece of makeup that is the absolute favorite by far that I own. It is in the shade Gone Greige. It's a perfect dark nude. I just overline my lips slightly to give me a really nice pouty look. And then I just use Aquaphor as a clear gloss. And this is literally what I do to my lips every single day. And it's in 99.9% of the videos that I post. And I'm constantly getting asked what I used on my lips. This is it. So I hope that helps.